Hey, Thatch here. Welcome to the show. We're going to get to it here in a second. Just real quick, very exciting conversation we had on the show this week. We're really just hyping up what's going to happen on that July 26th Pokemon Presents. Lots of ideas. What are they going to talk about in ZA? Are they going to talk about Pokemon Coliseum? Stuff like that. There's more, obviously, but yeah, stay tuned. The timestamps are always in the show notes if you want to skip the intro and the news and just go straight to that. But there's good conversation all around. But the bigger thing is our survey is still going. I'm going to keep running it for a while, but on July 16th is when we're going to be giving away a copy of Pokemon Legends ZA to somebody who leaves a response at the survey link in the show notes, anywhere else. So please go do that if you haven't already. We really appreciate it. We do use that feedback. On July 16th, we will be streaming at Twitch and at YouTube, twitch.tv/thepuclpodcast and youtube.com/@puclpodcast. Where you can listen to our ideas, what the survey meant to us, what we're going to change for that survey, and we'll announce the winner there as well. So definitely check that out, 7 p.m. Eastern. I look forward to seeing you guys there, but I've talked enough. Go listen to us talk about some cool Pokemon stuff. I will catch you guys on the flip-flop and puckle up for this exciting episode.
And now, coming to you live from atop the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's the one, the only, Puckle Podcast.
It's Puckle! Puckle! It's Puckle! Puckle! Pokemon Underground Champions League, oh yeah! Puckle! Puckle.
Welcome to another episode of the Puckle Podcast. I'm your host, Trainer Thatch, here today with my spectacular co-host. We got the one and only Lord Seth Vilo.
Hello, it's I, and I'm not the only Lord here today, which is kind of a change.
I think he dropped it, actually.
No, keep it. We'll add it on for one.
Well, we're adding it on for this episode. Lord Jushiro is also here.
Some say down with the lords.
Down with the Lord.
No, my square foot of land. What will I do?
I'm Jushiro of the people.
We're gonna go ahead and take over your 1 foot of land. And use it to plant approximately 4 stalks of corn.
One
and
zucchini.
Actually, I think 1 square foot might not be enough for 4 stalks of corn.
For one stalk
Maybe
of
one.
corn.
Maybe one. Yeah.
Right smack in the middle.
What if we put them on the corners though?
Yeah.
All right, but welcome to the Puckle Podcast. Puckle, of course, standing for the Pokemon Underground Champions League, a nonsensical name we came up with in 2007, where we talk everything Pokemon from the trading card game to the video game to everything in between. And I think we're going to hit a lot of that today, actually. So pretty excited about that. But yeah, I don't know what you guys have been up to. I'd like to hear what you've been up to, though. Anything fun? Anything interesting?
Just waiting for Pokemon to finally drop something other than Pocket for me to play.
Yeah. I hear you.
That's
there.
Fair. That's fair.
Well,
Is it really? Go ahead.
Oh no, you go. Good. Continue your thought.
I was just. Is it really like? How long has it been? Like, not counting Pocket or any of the apps. How long has it been since we last? had
from a game?
Pokemon game?
I mean, do you want to count like the DLC or like no?
No, that's
no, 2022
game.
2022. November 2022.
Yeah.
That's when Scarlet and Violet came out.
Yeah.
Okay. It feels
DLC
like
changes that a little though.
DLC feels good.
Granted, yes, absolutely. I just feel like it's still the same game. Like, when was the last time we had a new game? And can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm very excited for it. What about you, Seth? What have you been up to?
I have just honestly been doing a lot of, since we don't have a Pokemon game since 2022, I have been just doing a lot of home improvement stuff because that's a fun thing to do in my spare time. I replaced my kitchen floor and my back still hurts from all that.
You didn't do it correctly. You got to buy the little scooter.
No. I did it correctly. It's the people who were there before me that made some interesting choices.
Oh, always fun.
Like gluing down every single board of the lay-in floor that you, reminder, don't need to glue down. So that was fun.
It's supposed to be a floating floor, yeah.
It's supposed to be a floating floor, but no, this one wasn't.
Yeah. I have been getting ready for this tournament that it takes place tomorrow as of recording, but it's already happened yesterday as of release. So I don't know how I've done yet.
Oh, is this the card thing?
Yeah, this is the card thing. Yeah, this is the creator
Yeah.
showcase. And I've decided I've landed on Sinistra just because it's going to be
I
fun.
love it.
I don't want to.
That's what I was hoping you would.
Well, I did let the stream decide. It was between Armor Rouge and Sinistra, and so we played a bunch of games with both decks on stream this week, and then I had them vote, and they voted for Sinistra.
That one's a lot more fun. In my
I think it's
opinion.
more fun, and I kind of like it, especially as like since I'm going to be streaming at the same time, right? Since I'm going to be streaming, I want something that's a little bit easier to drive while I'm streaming, so that I don't make a mistake, right? It's very easy to make a mistake while you're streaming.
And that one's just throw all my energy away.
Yeah,
and then
throw my
hit
energy
something-
away, get 4 prizes, and then bring up big Sinistra and close out. Because people don't
snipe the Fez.
At least on like when you're on the ladder, people don't read the Sinistra EX.
No, or if they even see it, like
they don't pay attention. They literally
and how
don't.
do you stop that thing?
Well, they don't. Well, no, there was like I was playing a game this week where, for those of you who aren't aware, in the Sinistra EX deck list, it's very rogue. Like it's not good.
Very.
You're not going to see anybody winning like any major tournaments. Though I guess it won like about a month ago. It won either Late Night or the Tournament of Doom. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that happened. It was pretty intense. So sorry, my dog is barking. She's losing her mind. But yeah, so the Sinistra deck is pretty much like Seth said, you throw away a lot of energy. You run an insane amount of grass energy. You run like 19, 20 grass energy depending on your build.
Yeah.
And
a lot of energies.
That's a lot of energy for the modern Pokemon TCG. I think if you were to play like Wizards of the Coast era, this makes sense. But if you were if you're playing in modern TCG, it's typically like maybe 8 energy you're playing, depending on the deck.
8 to 12, I would say.
Yeah. You're playing somewhere in that range. And Sinistra, there's a baby Sinistra and a Sinistra EX. By baby Sinistra, it's just like a card that's Sinistra, not Sinistra EX. And you can go ahead, you play the Sinistra on the bench, or you play Sinistra, and it's got an attack that allows you to remove grass energy from all of your Pokemon up to 3, and you can do some damage, depending on how many you throw
Raging
away.
Bolt, but
yeah,
not.
it's worse for Raging Bolt because
it's
you can only
Raging Bolt.
Yeah, because you can only do like
Really?
210, but it is a 1 prizer, which is the big thing.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
it's such a
one
fun
prizer.
deck. That's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, no, it's a fun time. And you can usually get like 4 prizes pretty easily. And then you can also do like Ogrepon, the Teal Max Ogrepon EX is in this deck. And that's just a good card in general. Like, yeah, it has an ability where you can attach a grass energy, not your attach per turn, but you attach a grass energy, then you draw a card. So it gives you draw, it gives you energy acceleration. It's great. And you could just go, and the attack's not too bad either, because it's just essentially psychic in the Pokemon TCG, where it's just based on the number of energy you and your opponent have on your Pokemon. Is how much damage it does. So it's very good. It's a good card, and it's a lot of fun. And grass is kind of in this place where like it's not terrible right now. There's just no good attackers, like no like breakout attackers for it.
Right.
So it's not, the support is there. It's a fun deck though. I'm very excited to play it. I hope you guys came and watched it. It already happened. So sorry, not sorry. I talked about it last show. You missed it. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. There's been nothing else too much exciting going on in my life, especially Pokemon wise. I played a lot of Digimon Cyber Sleuth this week. Outside of this,
Well, I love Cyber Sleuth.
I know.
In fact, I haven't. That's the one that I haven't really got, because I started by the time I started playing Cyber Sleuth, I'm like, this is fun. But then Digimon World's next world or next gen, the one that it's a remake of the PlayStation 1 came out, and that's my absolute favorite one of all time.
I've just been getting hyped because the next Digimon, the Digimon story game. Well, it's not Digimon story. I forget what it's called. But the same line that Cyber Sleuth is coming out with a new game, because Digimon has a bajillion different lines for video games. It's coming out later this year, and so I've been getting like drip fed like which Digimon are available, and it's got me very excited. Because I think like
get added to my list.
it's on Steam. It's going to be on Steam, and I'm potentially going to pre-order it so I can get some like pre-order bonuses. But I know in like 2 years it'll come to Switch too, and I'll just be able to play it the complete edition anyway. But
Right.
Someday I'll have a Switch too. Gosh,
one day. I think it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that is going to be the things we're talking about. We got some news to talk about. So let's go ahead and kick it on over to the news. Welcome to the news. In the news, there's a few things to talk about. First and foremost, this is super important to somebody. They revealed the plushes for Pokemon Worlds. It's a Machamp wearing a varsity sports coat. I want the sport coat, maybe not the Machamp.
That's really funny.
And there's a Jigglypuff and Fennekin wearing stuff. Yeah, it's cute.
The Jigglypuff has a bow.
It does.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah. And the Fennekin's wearing like a little like another varsity jacket, right? Like it's cute.
Yeah. That's kind of a cute little thing. I don't know why that doesn't scream Anaheim to me, but maybe I'm crazy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't scream Anaheim to me either. It's like it screams like 1950s America. That's what it screams to me.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for all of them to pull up in a hot rod.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, and this is more exciting, at least for me. Pokemon movies are being uploaded to YouTube. So for those of you who are unaware, Pokemon, I've seen a lot of like 90s and 2000 franchises take this route lately.
Yes,
I
agree full.
Yeah, the Pokemon TV app went down, and they've made a Pokemon TV YouTube channel, and they've been uploading one new episode of Pokemon a day, which is kind of really cool. And it reminds me of like when you would come home from school and get a new episode of Pokemon, and you get to watch it during the weekdays. But they're now uploading the first 3 movies to the channel as well.
Nice.
And so you can watch Pokemon the first movie, Pokemon the movie 2000, Pokemon the third movie. And I will say, if these are the versions of them, this was maybe a little over a decade ago. They came out with a Blu-ray steelbook case. I own it, of the first 3 movies.
Ooh, collector's item.
And honestly, like the quality of the Blu-ray looked so good. It looked so good.
I hope it is that.
I'm kind of hoping it is that version, because like YouTube can handle that quality. And I don't know. Maybe we have like a movie night on the Discord server or something. We watch some Pokemon movies. I'm kind of into this idea. I want to watch some Pokemon movies, make some popcorn. I'll just go. Did you know you can go to a movie theater and you could buy popcorn and just walk out? Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I figured that it would be.
I've done it.
Once
I've done
discovered
it.
how to make my own at home, I don't need to anymore.
It's not the same when I use the flap call at home, but
yeah.
I do occasionally go, like, I'll be like, oh, hey wife, do you want to watch a movie? And then I'll go and I'll buy like a bucket of popcorn from the movie theater and then bring it home.
That's awesome.
It's really weird. Like, it's such an easy, I feel so bad because it's such an easy way to like just go see a movie for free.
Right.
Because like you have at my local movie theater, you have to like walk past the ticket person to get to the popcorn. And so many times I've walked up and I'm like, I'm just here to buy popcorn. And like, they're just like, okay. And they just let me walk through.
Oh.
And I was just like, okay, I guess I can just go watch a movie now. You know? But yeah, it's
you're saying all the secrets, Thatch.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Watching movies is a lot of fun. Don't be unethical. But I mean, also I'm there for like their highest profit margin item anyway. It's not the movie, it's the popcorn.
Right.
Yeah. You're just here for the thing we gouge you on.
Yeah, you're just here for the. Yeah, please buy more. Yeah, but yes, yeah, you can watch these movies. Maybe we should do it. It sounds like a good time. And then we're gonna go ahead and give you that last piece of news. Unfortunately, James Carter Cathcart passed away. He was the voice of the original voice for Gary Oak in the Pokemon anime, and then in later years he became the voice for James Meowth and Professor Oak after it went to Pokemon directly. So he was actually the later voice after like season 9 for those characters. Bad. Yeah, so he passed away. Unfortunately,
R.I.P., my friend.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't read any posts because I'm really scared that like if I read the comments on a post about this announcement, there's going to be a lot of smell you laters.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that.
Respectful
smell you laters. That's true. That's true. But yeah, he also did a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, he is unfortunately passed away. But yeah, we can go on to happier news for Jushiro. He could tell us about the most recent Terra raid battle that's coming up. July.
Yes, because we're still doing 18th. That because it's been 3 years since we last had another game.
And they're going to keep happening probably until next year too, just as a heads up.
The latest 7-star raid is Fighting Komo'o. It has the HP multiplier of 60 and starts the battle with a clangorous soul. It will likely debuff its defense with close combat and can be walled by String Cheese Man, who, for those of you who do not know,
that's Golden Go. Golden Go?
Golden Go, gotcha.
Yeah, Jushiro obviously knew and was testing me. It was testing.
Sorry, these lingos, online lingos escaped.
No, Jushiro obviously knew and was just asking me to test me to make sure I knew.
Right. Yeah, right. On other news, and this particularly goes to Go, this year's anniversary image is out.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
And it does. It does look really cool. Some choices were made, which I'm fine with, but still overall pretty nice.
Well, the Paradox Pokemon are there. The Gigantamax Pokemon. It's clearly Lumiose, yes. I don't know what they're... Yeah, go ahead, Jushiro.
Yeah, I'm just going with the Tatsugiri. Is coming to Go this week on the Water Festival, which takes place from the 15th to the 20th. Tatsugiri will be a 1-star raid with its form based on your region.
This is the way they should do regionals. Boost. This is such the way they should do regionals, because I hate not being able to catch Pokemon and fill my Pokedex. This way you can catch your Pokemon, get your Pokedex, but man, maybe I like curly form more than I like droopy form.
Exactly.
And like then I think this is the way to do it. Don't make it Pansage, Panseer. Like I don't even care about those guys.
Right. Then we also, I did mention that there's gonna be a shiny boost for Staryu and Tortuga. So that's happening as well. And then finally, the summer concert runs from the 19th to the 22th. In the evening, so about 5 to 8 p.m. you'll be able to encounter Chattox at Lures, Spinda. And there will be a Spinda research.
Woo! My only comment is for a lot of these events, as many as we've been reading lately, they've been like more raid focused than usual, which has been a little bit unfortunate. So yeah, that's a little upsetting. But yeah, all right, Seth, take us home with some TCG news.
You bet. The big news for this week's segment is that Black Bolt and White Flare, the two separate sets that are one set for Black and White, are releasing on Friday. So make sure you get your mail picked up before it's picked up by someone else, because that's pretty much how folks are getting this. It's a product only type of special set. It's not like there's booster boxes or anything like that. So it's product only. It's the special promotional set that we get now every year.
I have a question for you.
Stuff.
I have a question for you about this, Seth, because this is okay for the uninitiated. And I just want your opinion on this. In Japan, what happens a lot is stuff like this, where they get two sets at the same time. Right. And then typically in the US, we'll get 2 or 3 of those sets put together, and that'll be our set. Do you think that they're using this to maybe test the waters to go to the Japanese model?
I think it is. I think it's both, because Black and White were kind of, very much marketed towards like, this is this one and this is this one. I've never seen a more versioned Pokemon release than Black and White. And I think that ties into its theme, but I also think it could be just a test run, see how it works. If we could get to a point where we have simultaneous releases, like the video games
that would be amazing. Yeah,
that would be incredible, and this might be a step towards that.
I think they really should. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's ridiculous that we don't have it at this point, and that we've got 2 different metas at the same time. I just think anytime we have 2 different metas, it's gross.
It's not
Yeah.
even. It's not just simpler for them as a company because they don't then have to do multiple versions. It's just simpler for us. We're
Right.
one world now, right? So it's no longer the times where we just didn't know what Japan was up to.
Yeah,
That's just
exactly.
not a thing in today's age. We know. So it's just better to just have it all be the same everywhere.
Yep.
The next one's patch notes, apparently, but continue.
Yeah, the other thing is like for the black and white stuff, the TCG lateral reset, it's a bigger ladder than ever. I think it goes up to level 100 instead of level 75.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Your starter decks are a Reshiram Embor deck and a Zekrom and Electric deck.
Interesting.
So that's kind of cool. And if you log in during Worlds next month, you'll get a Jellicent themed deck, apparently. So that's cool.
Yeah. You only need to log in between August 14th and August 28th to get that.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty big window.
Pretty big window, thank goodness.
And yeah, there's
one
also
other
like
thing too that's
credits and stuff.
interesting.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. As a reminder, a lot of events are starting up for the 25-26 tournament regional season. So you can start getting points for that now at, events and things like that. But black and white isn't legal for those until August 1st. Reminder there.
Yes.
And if you are a lucky owner of one of the old E-Electrics that do the exact same thing as the new E-Electric, you cannot use it. That has been ruled on, even though they are the same card.
Are they really the same card?
Text, same attack name, same retreat, everything. I think even their dex entries are the same.
That's so
Japan
sad.
has a ruling that you cannot use the old one unless that's changed. You have to use the new one.
That's so sad. I definitely have that sitting in my closet right now.
Same. I think I've got one somewhere. I don't know.
I think it's from. I think it's from when they did like the original battle decks. I think those were in those, and so I have a bunch from that.
Exactly. But you got to get new ones. Oh well. Other TCG news: the TCG Live update this week will actually finally, after 3 years, have a way to view your card collection without having to make a deck.
Thank you.
Wow.
Now I can get rid of the passive-aggressive deck list that I have on my list in Live that says collection lookup. Next, they may add expanded cards. We'll see if I can get rid of that passive-aggressive deck too.
No, they won't.
Yeah, that's great. And pack sizes are increasing to 10 cards apparently. So that's cool.
On TCG Live, that's good. They're just becoming normal packs. They're just becoming normal packs.
Yeah, they're normal Western packs. Because you remember, like a lot of the ones in like Japan are not 10 pack. But that's a difference. And then finally, the September Mega Evolutions set has been officially revealed with the name and everything. You can, I think, pre-order it either now or soon. And there will be 10 megas in this set. We currently know 9 of those 10 as of recording.
Yeah, it's like most of them.
Gardevoir Lucario, Latios Venusaur, Kangaskhan Mawile, Absol, Camerupt, and Abomasnow. This is also Mega Latios and Abomasnow's first time ever getting cards. The only type missing is Lightning, so there may be
probably
a
Ampharos.
Ampharos or Manectric, who knows?
Yeah. I'm still waiting for them to I'm waiting for the TCG to accidentally spill that like the Gen 3 starters are in the game.
Right.
I'm waiting for that. I guess they won't at this point.
I'm waiting for a Mega Sableye card because right now the only representation is alongside Tyranitar.
That's true.
I want a only Mega Sableye card. I'm picky.
I think it'll happen. I think it will probably happen. I think most of the, if not all of the megas will get new cards.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think so. Well, is it Metacham that also doesn't have a card at all? I think it's Metacham that doesn't have a card at all. Like Latios and Abomasnow. Yeah. But anyway, that's the TCG news.
All right, and final news for us here. Puckle's Badge Bonanza is still going on, so you can go to our Discord at pucldiscord.com. I'm going to say this again for everybody listening who always asks me how to get to the Discord, pucldiscord.com. Type that into any browser, your phone, your computer, the brain chip you have installed.
That's puclpodiscord.com. Once again, that's puckle, PUCL, Discord,
Yeah, exactly.
.com today.
The number of times I'm asked, how do you get there is so many.
How do you get where? To pucklediscord.com?
Yeah, that's how you get to pucklediscord.com.
Pucklediscord.com.
Our Puckle Badge Bonanza, where you can get badges and you have a good time, is for July this month. It is the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color game. I think it's just the Game Boy. I don't think it was actually specific to the color, but it is. It's also available on Switch if you have NSO. It's available on 3DS if you bought it before the eShop shut down. It's also available on Game Boy if you own the cartridge and a Game Boy. And it's also available however else you want to play it. I'm not going to go into details. But yeah, and then finally the fan favorite segment I've learned from the survey. Rochien's News Corner, news brought to you at a snail's pace. 10 years ago this week, Zygarde Complete Form was teased by Koro. Remember when we used to get Koro chops?
Right, remember when that was our leak source?
Yeah. For the next movie. Which and Zygarde wasn't even in the movie, which was confusing.
Right?
But
yeah.
Also, Japan had a bunch of mystery gifts announced, including the standard Tanabata Jirachi, and 7-Eleven had Ash's Pikachu, Serena's Pancham, as well as Lugia and Latios. It was also 10 years ago that Satoru Iwata passed away, which is true, and yeah, it's been a decade, which is kind of sad. I saw a lot of memorials about that.
To a real one again.
Yeah, he was a good one. All right. But with that, guys, that has been our news. We're going to go ahead and kick things on over to our topic. So we will catch you guys on the flip-flop. Welcome to our topic. Our topic today is going to be the upcoming Nintendo or Pokemon Presents that's coming out on July 22nd. We usually do these like the week of, but it comes out like right after we release the episode. I didn't want a week of being wrong. You know,
Right.
I'm going to shotgun here and have a lot, just blast out a bunch of ideas. And of course, I want you guys to do it as well. And I just to see what people might think is going to happen. I have no idea what's actually going to happen. But yeah. So obviously, and I think biggest and foremost, like there's gonna be like some Pokemon ZA news, right? Like that's happening, obviously.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear about Pokemon ZA. They're gonna be like, hey, Thatch, or you're gonna be able to. They're gonna reveal some new concept. I imagine probably more details about the tournament and what that's about. And why we're trying to level up from Z to A. Right.
It's how we save the world.
Well, I think they're also probably going to bring up like, I don't know, like they've been very dodgy about the whole Zygarde aspect to everything.
Yeah.
And every trailer just ends with Zygarde overlooking Lumio City.
Just like watching.
Yeah.
Right.
I think there's also a chance for us to be introduced to the idea of like restoring the city as well. Like probably why this is happening.
Yeah. That's what I think it's really is. Yeah.
I think there's going to be a little bit about that as well. And I think my stretch, and this isn't even like that far of a stretch. People are going to tell me I'm a boring old man. But my final stretch for it is probably more that I think they will confirm whether or not all of the megas are available. Like that exists.
What a boring take.
I know, right?
No.
I think we'll get confirmation of like, they're going to say something like all original 48 megas are available in Pokemon Legends ZA, right? I know,
personally will scream.
Really?
Have we seen Sableye? Like he's not one of the original.
No, we saw Sableye. I mean, we already know that things even from Oraz are coming back. We actually saw Sableye. Sableye got a call out specifically.
Yeah, and it's got a character in the anime and everything, so they may all be back. Who knows?
The only ones we haven't seen are the Hoenn starters. Like those are the only ones I think that are a question mark in my mind. Those are the only ones. I think you probably get 45, you know?
Huh.
And I think also Rayquaza is kind of up in the air. Granted, we have Quasartico. So I think the chance of Mega Rayquaza being available is very high.
Well, I mean,
I also, I think it's very high based on the fact
with
that
Megas
Quasartico
and
is
Rayquaza, they're kind of synonymous in a sense.
Yep.
Yeah. I just think it's very likely that we get something because of that. Like I think I mean, those are my not so bold takes. My very bold take, and I want to know if you guys think, like, what your position on this is. I think they might show us like a new mega, maybe
Yes.
like a new mega. Like, I don't think it'll be anything crazy, but I think they'll do it
We're
just
3
so they
months
can.
out at this point, right?
Yeah, we're about 3 months. Yeah.
I would agree with that. I could see like one or a silhouette of one.
Yeah, I can see one, and then maybe, and this kind of segues in. I want to keep you guys on ZA and see what your thoughts are before we do it, but I think it also segues into like a Pokemon Worlds announcement of like, here's a new Mega that's coming, and this is what it does, right? Because we got the announcement of Mega Kangaskhan at Pokemon Worlds back in 2013.
That's true. They like to do that.
So they like to do that kind of stuff. Now, granted, it might be like a more of a Pokemon Champions announcement, but I think this is kind of like icing on the cake for them to be able to be like, here's a new Mega. I do think there's also a chance where they just highlight Mega Kangaskhan again at Pokemon Worlds. Yeah, I think there's a non-zero chance that happens. So just throwing that out there. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Pokemon ZA announcements next week? I don't want to take up all the time.
Yeah. You got thoughts, Jushiro? I'll let you go ahead first.
Thoughts? I think other than I do believe that they're going to show at least if they are going to have new megas, I think this is the time to start showing at least one of them.
Absolutely.
And I'm
the
sure
fact
it's
that
going to be Flygon. I'm kidding.
Dude, wouldn't that be awesome? Mega Flygon finally announced. Like that, this would be the venue.
Never.
Exactly.
I don't think we've even gotten confirmed like a Trapinch in the game either. Like, I don't think we know Trapinch is in it. I'm gonna look this up.
True, we don't.
I'm gonna see if I can find the list. Joe usually has it on
The one thing that I'm
Cerebi.
sure that they're gonna show is some sort of important NPC and the mechanic that it brings. They always say it's like, oh, meet Susie. Susie is a programmer for whatever, and with her help, you can do. And they're gonna show whatever mechanic she allows you to do.
Useless NPC,
right?
That you'll have to do a tutorial with.
More of the game.
I think that they will probably, in that vein, my answer is actually probably Emma will finally be discussed.
Yeah.
Because she, I mean, she's on the box art.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's on the box art very clearly. And I think that's something that people haven't really talked about. I mean, she's on the box art.
Yeah.
You're battling her. She has a Mega Lucario. I think it would be very cool to see Emma discussed. I guess it's been long enough that like people who are in the Pokemon community and listening to this show probably aren't aware that Emma had like a really big like post game story in Pokemon X and Y where she worked with Looker. She ended up being like taken over by Team Flare guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess a little bit more on who our antagonists are, right? Who the bad guys are. I feel like it might be just a little mention, not too much explanation. Like, this is, these are the bad guys. They think in this, and they're either they're silly or they're dangerous or both.
Yeah.
We're 3 months out, so it is time to start forming in a concrete idea as to what the story of this game is.
Heck, if this was Sun and Moon, we'd have already had all 60 of the Pokemon, their signature abilities.
I hope that those are my expectations for next week.
Yeah, my only concern is that we haven't seen any like signs of new megas.
We've seen anything. Nothing. Yeah,
which tells me, and like probably to much of the chagrin of the rest of the Pokemon community, because I like to be a realist about a lot of things. There's probably a good chance that there aren't any like I imagine the starters get them. Like that's kind of where my head is. But even then, I'm not sure.
I think the way that they'll do it is that they will, have a montage of scenes, a montage of battles, Pokemon undergoing Mega Evolution, and scattered in there, it'll be like the starter animation for the Mega Evolution happening with like the orb closing around the Pokemon.
I think that's what it should be.
It'll be Pokemon that currently don't have one. They'll be scattered in there. Like, I don't know. They'll go from Scizor to Sableye
Yeah.
to Pikachu to Venusaur, and you'll be like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
They'll
I could
just
see that.
weave in one or two that don't currently have one, and you'll be like, whoa, zoom back, rewind.
Right.
Rewind
yeah.
real quick. Yeah. I think there's a. This is like a very boring and like detailed take that I think might also happen. I think in the new update trailer or whatever we get, next for that presents, I think we will see the middle stages of the starters. I believe they will be there.
Yeah.
I believe we will see Croconaw, Bayleaf, and
they'll be normal.
and Big Knight, and they will be the normal versions of themselves. They did that during the ZA release cycle, where they people were really concerned because like we never saw like Dewott, like they purposely didn't show us Pokemon like that, and then like a couple trailers down, they showed us like the normal middle stages. I was like, okay. And then they never showed us the final stages. I think there is a chance though where they show us just like Feraligatr, Pig, Emboar, and Meganium, because I don't think they're going to get forms.
General.
Yeah, I just don't think they're going to get forms. I think they're going to get Megas.
No.
I think that's more on theme for what the whole idea of the
Maybe
the
I could see
game is.
both. I could see a form and a Mega. I could see it. Like, who knows?
I just don't know if there's a good reason or
Because I mean, the
excuse
Kalos
for a
starters
regional.
didn't get Megas.
I think the Kalos starters could get Megas in this as well. I think if
see
they that could be
I
the
can see
reveal.
the ZA starters getting forms and the Kalos starters getting Megas. That would be funny.
Wow, that would
You're like,
I
why
think
did they
it'll-
have one to begin with?
I think they'll just be Megas because giving them, I feel like giving the starters regionals doesn't make sense, especially since all 5 of those or all 3 of those starters were already available in
No,
X
no,
and
no.
Y. They were all-
Emboar will just have a giant baguette that he'll beat you over the head with.
I
It'll
mean,
be
it
like a
doesn't-
Conkelder, but bread.
Right, and then
It just-
and then lights a cigarette afterwards.
it just doesn't feel correct. I don't know. Okay, wait. I found the list of the Pokemon we have confirmed so far. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find.
I've been scrolling through it.
Yeah, I don't
There
think
is
I don't
not
think,
Trapinch.
there is no Trapinch.
It's not in there that we have known.
Surprisingly,
Oh.
Ariados.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Ariados. Thank you, I guess. Thank you for the Ariados. Thank
A
you.
lot of the ones with Megas are in here.
Oh no, I'm pretty
say.
sure. I'm like the only Megas that I'm concerned with are the Gen 3 starters, and then maybe, just because like those are kind of specialish, right?
I think one of the things that they might dive into is how the combat in this game works a little bit more.
They
Because
should.
we've gotten
I agree
some
with that.
info, and like we know it's not normal. We know it's a timer based and real time. I want to see more about that personally, but I also think that's just something they could talk about that gives us a slow trickle.
What an easy thing to talk about too, that like doesn't ruin the game or spoil anything, right? Like
your Mega Evolution will run out, so do your acts quickly.
Yeah, I think they should, and they'll show you. I don't know. I think especially if they show you a new Mega, that's very likely as well.
Yeah.
The one that I've seen a lot of speculation for, that's just kind of, it's been getting a lot more like it's always a little weird, and like you pick up on these things when you watch the press releases and stuff like that. There's a lot of Pokemon that show up, and so like it makes sense that the starters show up. It makes sense that even like the Kalos starters have actually been like surprisingly not present in a lot of this media.
Yeah.
But I think that's again because they're going to get Megas. I think the Kalos starters are getting Megas.
Yeah.
I think there's a non-zero chance that Mega Greninja is just Ash Greninja.
Gross.
I think there's a chance.
And they just redo it so that this is how
they
it is.
retcon it. They retcon it like, oh, Mega Evolution Energy was what was making that happen anyway. Because it has a very similar animation prior to this, so it makes sense. But
throw in something like, dude, thanks to this special trainer, we've discovered that this Greninja is the Mega.
Yeah. Something like that. So looking through it though, the Pokemon that have been shown off, so it's usually like Gen 6 Pokemon, right? And then obviously fan favorite Sandile. And then but one Pokemon that's like been in a lot of things randomly has been Roserade. And I'm like, oh man, is Mega Roserade happening?
One thing I'm noticing, we have not seen any Pokemon past
Gen 6,
Gen 6.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that till now.
Yeah, I've noticed this. Anytime there's like a leak or a leak in quotes, and they always mention a past Gen 6 Pokemon, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be there, bud. I don't know.
Yeah. That's weird to me. That's really weird.
It makes sense, but it's kind of weird.
I think especially I don't know, unless they have plans for like a post Gen 6 Pokemon to get something, which I don't think they do. I think really the point of these games is to be very Mega Evolution focused, and Mega Evolution in itself was a mechanic based on the past.
Well,
and
Legends Arceus had Pokemon from
later
generations.
I think trying to draw comparisons between the two is somewhat nonsensical at this point. I think the games are just so wildly different, and I think that's the intention for the Legend series, is that it is a way for Game Freak to kind of stretch their legs and come out of the mainline Pokemon game foundations. And prison is a very harsh word, but it's a very it's to walk outside of the constraints of a typical Pokemon game and do something different with the franchise. And I think it's done very well. I'm not mad about it. So hopefully nobody else is.
I'm sure no one will ever.
I just think it makes
it mad about anything we say. Right. Really.
Yeah, never. Never. I think it's just very difficult to draw comparisons between this and Pokemon Legends EA, like anytime, or Pokemon Legends Arceus, because that was a completely different game, like in terms of the capturing style, in terms of the battle mechanics, in terms of the setting, time and place, in terms of like, it's just a completely different example. And I don't think trying to draw the parallels and be like, well, Legends Arceus had this. Well, Legends Arceus also had me go back in time and then somehow didn't send me home at the end, which is very weird.
Are you kidding? Our home is now here. Yay.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just kind of wild when I saw that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very interesting I don't like drawing connections here. I think
that's fair.
I've also been around the block enough through enough Pokemon releases that I can tell when they're trying to telegraph something, and I don't think they're trying to telegraph anything here. Yeah. This release cycle is very different from the Pokemon Legends Arceus release cycle.
I want to know. I want to know more about what AZ is doing.
Like, me too.
What got him into his hotel? Do I think that we're going to get anything in this? No, but I'm curious.
I don't think in the trailer for sure.
What is the A? Well, we have a hint of what the A is. You know, we talked about that before.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. With the logo.
The Z is very clearly Zygarde, but the A is something different. Like it could be the weapon, or it could be something else.
I think something's definitely going to happen with the with Lumiose Tower. I think that's what this is referencing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like the leaves and stuff are just there to really emphasize how the city is becoming not overrun, but it's being like controlled to go back to nature. Right. I don't know if it's just a symbol for that. And then Zygarde's there. But Zygarde showing up at the end of every trailer is very interesting because Zygarde does show up where it's needed. That's like in the Pokedex.
I will not interfere.
Well, it can't interfere. That's the thing. But Zygarde's Pokedex does say things like that, where it can go ahead
and observes.
It watches and observes, and then it like works on helping out when it can.
Interjects,
It interjects when it can. So I think
it breaks the Star Trek code.
It is the Order Pokemon, one of my favorites.
I also wouldn't be surprised if this trailer did something with like the Zygarde cells. They're like, oh, by the way, you'll see these Zygarde cells around.
You'll have a mini quest. No.
Yeah. You'll see these Zygarde cells around while you're in.
Collect all 560 Zygarde cells.
Collect all 900 Korok seeds. I mean Zygarde cells.
Yep.
And but I imagine there'll be something where they discuss the Zygarde cells. Maybe they like oh, Zygarde's looking for its cells and you're helping it out.
We've seen the cells around there. Like we've seen the 10% Zygarde watching here and there.
Yeah.
We've also seen a cell scattered. So
yeah, I imagine they might bring that up. They might bring that up. But yeah, we'll see. Okay. I want to pivot a little bit. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what do we think about like non-ZA stuff? Anything
That's where I was going. Next.
Okay.
I think they will definitely say something about Pokemon Champions.
I agree.
Oh yes.
What will they say about Pokemon Champions? I don't know.
Who knows?
I imagine I don't know if we'll get a release date. Like, part of me thinks what they should do for Pokemon Champions, I think it's awkward if they don't mention it
That's a
during the
Worlds.
presents. I think it's a Pokemon Worlds thing where they go
That's a
Pokemon
World
Champions
update.
drops
It's the most
today.
How
appropriate
you'll
place
play
now.
it next year.
Yeah, I am.
PGC players.
It's gonna be for the 25-26 season. Like, it's gonna be ready
Yeah.
for that, or at least for the 26 portion of it, because I think what they really want is for Mega Evolution to be showcased for VGC next year
Up against a Terrastal.
I mean, I think they will do that. I think
Yeah.
that is a more interesting format, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think they will. I think there's a chance that they might like show us the GUI,
Choice
maybe
Band, Mega Rayquaza, Terrastalize, Flying, Sky, Dragon Storm.
No, I
Go
think they will.
crazy.
I think they will do some kind of limit on how you can activate effects.
I just want to
I
see
think
Mega
they will.
Rayquaza with a hat.
But I do believe we'll get like I do believe we'll have Mega Evolution and Terrestrialization together. Only because
God.
those will become the new Gen 9 in quotes, Gen 9 mechanics. Right?
Terrastal Z move Mega Rayquaza. Blech.
Actually, okay, no. So for the record, for those of you listening, that is impossible. And this is such like a nerdy thing to know, but Mega Rayquaza could not use a Z move in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
They would not allow it.
Yeah.
Like it would just be like it fails. And
You couldn't
the answer
select it or
the answer for that one was because in universe they said they use the same energy.
It's too much energy. It
Well,
can't handle it.
Well, they used like the same type of energy. The same type of energy in Z moves was the
Infinity
same
energy.
type. Yeah, it was still infinity energy essentially. But I think we'll get. I would be really happy if they showed us like a GUI or something like that for Pokemon Champions.
Oh,
More than just like a
GUI,
logo,
graphic user interface. Got it,
a
not
graphic user
Goodrudge.
interface.
Yeah, what's like? Wait, what Pokemon was that?
Like what?
I think they should
Sounds
show us what
gloomy.
the game would look like if you were using it.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
instead of giving us this like really hyped up version of the game that they showed us back in February.
I don't know. I don't think we're there yet. I don't think that'll be in there. I think they should. I would love that, but I don't think we're there yet.
Okay, this was announced on the internet. I gotta find it. What happened was the person who was the lead developer for Pokemon Champions is no longer working with Pokemon. They
Oh,
took that
no.
role
Nice.
on a couple years ago and they've left to go start work on another project, which means that Pokemon Champions is pretty much done.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
It's
Has
in
been
testing.
for a while, I guess.
It's in testing.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
which-
I'm thinking it'll be a Worlds announcement, not this, and be like, this
no,
is how you're gonna play it next year.
I think they'll probably show us more information about Pokemon
Yeah.
Champions here. I think we might see how it works. I think we'll get the release date at Worlds.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
I think they will hold off on the release date until Worlds to like really hype it up to be like Pokemon Champions is the way you'll play VGC in the future.
yeah,
And it comes out November. It comes out at Christmas or something. Like it's gonna come out November. Yeah, I think
Pokemon Day.
No, it won't come out Pokemon Day. It'll come out before then. It's
Yeah.
going to come out close enough to. I imagine it like a TCG set release where when a set comes out for the TCG, those things aren't legal for 2 weeks, right? In
Yeah.
tournaments, I would imagine they want to have some kind of buffer period from Pokemon Legends ZA coming out and those Pokemon
Yes.
being ready for VGC. And I'd like to imagine that it's something like they'll wait like a month and they'll be like, okay, this is the game we're using now. These are the rules. And
Yeah,
that's how we'll play VGC after November.
I don't know. I think it might. I don't know. I think it could correspond to when like the next rule set would happen, and
Mm.
2 or 3 VGC rule sets from now, it shifts over to.
Yeah, November, December would
That-
be the time frame for that.
Yeah.
So that does actually check out.
What do we think?
God, I hope so.
I am scared to say this, but what do we think of Pocket?
What about it?
Oh, do you think I don't think they're going to announce anything but like a new set. I'm sure a new set will drop. And they'll say be like
How long have
"Get
we
this new
had
set."
Pocket now?
It has been less than a year still.
Yeah.
Less than a year. Do you think we'll get metrics, like a little bit of information discussing like Pokemon Pocket has been wildly successful. 20 million of you have downloaded it, and there's been this many packs opened. I think we'll get something like that.
They'll probably say like, oh, this many packs have been opened. It's like, and here's a new set. And I think
here comes the gold and silver set or something.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that leak too.
Oh, I didn't know it was. I just picked something.
There's a leak for that.
Is it?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not real. It's just some guy on 4chan,
I don't know.
But
I just picked a set of like a game.
I saw I think that makes sense, but I think they'll be like, here's a new set. I think it makes more sense to like hype up the metrics at the 1 year anniversary, kind of like they do for Pokemon Masters every year.
That's fair.
They go, here's the 1 year anniversary. Here are the metrics for Pokemon Masters. Here's a thing for playing Pokemon Masters at the anniversary. And I think that is more likely. I think Pokemon Masters is, I think that's the model to think of for Pokemon TCG Pocket. Just to give it a 1 year breather, and the number of people who were asking for it to show up at Worlds and stuff like that, or in competitions, I think they need to kind of hold their breath just a little bit longer if that's going to be a thing. I would like to present to you Pokemon Go and how long that took to get into like a competitive state.
True.
For competition. So like hold your breath.
I still don't know why we do Go, but yeah.
It's hype enough. Like actually, I've seen a lot.
For competition?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
There is skill. It's not just tapping. We like to make that joke, but it's not just tapping.
There is skill to it.
There is actually skill and timing to it. So I will not hate on Pokemon Go being available for competitive.
There is a meta, there's prep, there's a lot to it that you don't expect.
Yeah.
It's more than just walking outside and catching stuff.
Pokemon Go is actually fairly deep in terms of competitive.
Yeah.
It is very interesting and deep. So I don't want to I know we like to dunk on it every once in a while, and people in the surveys think we hate it, but I don't.
There's skill to it. There's skill to it.
But no, Pokemon Go competitive does have skill. My gripe with Pokemon Go is that it was so successful that Pokemon pulled like a full business move and was like, we have to really dig into this. And it's like, no.
Everything must have this in it.
This is a different group of people that are doing it than me. Don't do that.
I think it was really funny when they added like Gigantamax to it.
Yeah.
When that's kind of what it was.
It was already that. It was already that, right?
That's where that idea came from. So,
yeah.
Like,
it was already that.
How many? I'm curious. I want to get a number from y'all, and I don't want to distract too much, but I'm getting the question out there. How many minutes do we think will be presented for Cafe Remix in this direct?
That's an important question.
How many minutes? I think 4. I think 4 of the however many minutes
they will definitely do it and hype up whatever event they're trying to hype up about
and both
Pokemon
people
Cafe
who play
Remix.
It will be so hyped.
Well, one of those is Joe Merrick. Who's the other? It like
a guy in a mustache named Mo Jarek.
We shouldn't dunk on it because like there's probably somebody listening who likes Cafe Remix. It's a cute little puzzle game, but
if you like Cafe Remix, tell us at puclpodcast.com.
I don't think
That's
it's like
Puckle Discord.
I don't know. I don't want to hate on it because it like obviously somebody's gonna like it and it's not taking resources away from something I actually want, right? But it is funny when like you get like a present or something.
So many announcements and events for it. It's just like okay.
They do a lot for it, and I hope there's a player base appreciating it. Like I hope there's somebody there.
Are we blind? Do we not know?
Where are you?
I tried playing it for a little bit, and I was just
where
like,
are you? I think it would make it
nothing.
I think I would play it more if it was available on mobile.
Yeah, that's fair. Of all the games to not be.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Maybe that'll be an announcement. That'll be 3 of the 4 minutes coming to mobile. Cafe Remix.
I mean, I would play it if it was on mobile, honestly. Like, I just don't want to pick up my Switch and play it because you have like touch screen and stuff. There's a lot of stuff like that.
I'd rather do something else.
Yeah. If I'm booting up my Switch, I'm going to play something else. Probably not Cafe Remix. No, so the one announcement I think might happen, and I want to hear what your guys' thoughts on this are.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be dropped then, but I'm going to take us back to the year 2015. Okay.
Oh boy.
The year's 2015. It's been a year without Pokemon. It's been a year without Pokemon.
It's a whole different world back then in 15.
We haven't had a game or an announcement for, I don't know, something like 300 days. There's a it was either a Pokemon Presents or a Nintendo Presents / Direct, where they're bringing up the fact that, 2026, or not 2026, 2016 is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. Okay. The 20th anniversary of Pokemon Red and Blue coming out. Or not Red and Blue, Red and Green coming out. And then they bring up, this is back in the day when we had 3DSs, they bring up the fact that on February 27th, 2016, we're going to be dropping Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the Virtual Console. And I'm wondering if we'll finally get that type of announcement here. I think it's very possible. I think them not doing it is kind of a misstep. Either putting it on NSO or giving it to us in another way.
Yeah,
I think is a misstep.
I feel like we've been beating this dead horse, this dead rabbit ass. For
Yeah,
a
I just
long time.
think this is a really.
it's
it's something that needs to happen, and this is the time to do it. Right?
Yeah.
This is the time.
So
what you do
every other time in the back, but yes, this is.
I think this is like the bigger one to do it at, though. This is the bigger one because everything's ready.
Are you thinking like Virtual Console old games, just in general?
I think they should at least do Red, Blue, Yellow at first, right? I think it also makes sense just to do like Gen 1, Gen 2 and be like, they're on the Game Boy Virtual Console now on NSO, or they will be in February.
Yeah, because it's just 3DS right now, right?
Yeah, that was the last release.
Yeah.
And I think that makes sense to do. I think that's very hype. I don't know, because of like the really weird workings with the Pokemon Company, if they're going to be happy with that, since it's a subscription based model versus what it was before, where you paid the $10 to own the game.
You just get the game. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there is a chance where it's like, here's like a Super Mario All-Stars situation.
Here's a $20 game that has this, and this on it.
Yeah, I think there's a chance that there's something like that. And if they do that, I think what's realistically going to happen is you get Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow all on like one cart. And that's it. That's all we're getting. We're going to get Gen 1. And then they'll probably release like a Gen 2 equivalent down the road. But
yeah, I hope so. I
think NSO makes... I think Advance, a lot of people want it, but I don't know that it will probably happen.
A lot of people think they want it.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I will say, as somebody who goes back and plays a lot of old retro games, I still think that the Pokemon Advance games are very fun to play.
I agree.
I think they're very fun to play. I think it does make sense as well to bring Gens 1 through 3 to Virtual Console / just straight ports of some kind to the Switch, because especially with Pokemon Bank going out soon. I shouldn't say soon, with Pokemon Bank going out at some point. I think it makes sense to try to bring all of these games to Switch and have every game somewhat available on Switch with Pokemon Home compatibility. I think that makes sense to me. I'm not in charge of the Pokemon Company, and I don't know how they think. This is just what I feel like the Pokemon community would really appreciate. And I think I don't know what the sales were on the Virtual Console games, but I think it might be worth their time to do this. And I think it's a really good love letter to the community, especially with Pokemon Bank going the way of the dodo, and being like, hey, you can play these games that you used to be able to transfer Pokemon up with.
Now, what do we think odds are?
I think I'm going to probably say like 30-70 that it happens at this presents.
Yeah. I was going to say 20.
It's kind of where my brain's at. Like, I don't think it's a sure thing by any means. The one that I do think they'll bring up, and we haven't talked about this at all. Something I think they'll bring up that I don't see a lot of people talking about them bringing up for this presents is Pokemon Coliseum. Is Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness. We know those are
Coliseum, right?
Well, we know Coliseum and XD are coming to NSO for GameCube.
Yeah.
They are coming now. the thing is, like, you see it. And I know for me and for a lot of people who'd go back to these games, that maybe not a majority, just a lot of people, because the Pokemon fan base is that large. I don't know if this is a majority of people, but I do know there is a large group of people, myself, and I know like Steve from PKMNcast feels this way as well, that Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum, if there's no Pokemon Home compatibility, like what's the point, you know?
Right.
To play it other than that.
Yeah, but I don't know that I care about Pokemon's not your traditional RPG. It's also a Pokemon, it's also a collection thing, right? Like
That's true.
When I'm playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth, which is a Digimon game where you can catch quote unquote Digimon and raise them, I'm not doing it really to finish the Pokedex or keep those Digimon forever. I'm doing it so I can build a cool team to play through the game with. And I don't think that the culture around Pokemon games is that. But I think they will talk about it, and whether or not if they don't confirm home compatibility, I'm a little worried for like the future of like remakes on the console, right? But if they were to go ahead and say, hey, we have Pokemon home compatibility in the upcoming Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I think that would be huge.
Yeah.
I think that would be huge because that paves the way for other Pokemon games to be put on NSO. It also paves the way for any other remakes that might pop up.
Yeah.
I think it depends. I don't know how Pokemon and or Nintendo view Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum. I don't know how they view them. If they're just like, yeah, we don't want to talk about these games. We don't really care anymore. We put them on there so people can play them and stop complaining about not being able to buy them. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just that, which is very possible, or if they're doing it as like, hey, we care about you guys. We want you to be able to play these and actually bring these Pokemon to your Pokemon home. I think if they did that, that would go very far. If they gave it Pokemon home compatibility.
Yeah.
But I think that will be kind of answered in the presents. I think there's like an 80% chance they talk about it and they bring it. They talk about the games. I don't know if they'll talk about Pokemon Home. I still think it's like a 50-50 shot that Home is a feature for those games. I think they talked about something though with it. There was something, I couldn't find it. I swear I saw it the day that they announced it. Where there was some text that said, oh, the games are different than like the actual version you played on the GameCube or something like that. Something to those effects. Like things have been changed. And I was kind of hoping that like you have like a Pokemon transporter type deal where you can move the Pokemon into Pokemon Home from your Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness games.
That would be so cool.
It would be super awesome. But I don't know. I think that's the way to do it. It could also just be referring to the fact that like you can't do like the battle towers or whatever, like the PvP that was in there because they were like the successors to Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Coliseum. But I don't know if you guys have thoughts on that or how you feel. I feel so bad. I have so many thoughts because I think about these things all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of your job in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think about these things like
podcast, dude.
Right? I should start a podcast.
Right.
No, but I don't want to be like, I don't want this to be the Thatch show festooned by you guys. I want you guys to have your opinions as well, right?
Yeah, I don't have much of an opinion on it. I've honestly I didn't have a GameCube growing up, so I've never played these games. So
yeah.
I mean, I did have a GameCube, but I didn't play DX.
It'd be fun to like experience them just from that perspective, even if there's no home thing. Like there's probably a group of us that have never played it, or people who have played it, who have kids of their own, who want their kids to experience it easily.
Sure.
And it could be as simple as that, even without home compatibility. But yeah, I'm good with whatever, honestly.
Yeah. I would much prefer it to have home compatibility, but that's just, I mean, I own a GameCube,
same.
so like I could just go play it now.
Exactly.
Right. Also those games are like, they suffer from the Gen 3 plague, by the way. Gen 3 was horrible for consumers. Horrible for consumers. in the way this is probably my last note before I'm done with ideas. And if you have anything else you guys want to talk about, that might be in that presents. But
no, I think we've pretty much covered a lot of it.
Yeah. Gen 3 did not want people renting video games whatsoever. So they put so many like grindy time waste in the way of doing anything.
Yeah.
The one I can think of for Pokemon Coliseum specifically, Pokemon Coliseum, you weren't able to trade any of the Pokemon out of the game until all of your Pokemon were purified. Until you had purified all 100, or not 100, it's 48 Pokemon. Which again is why I kind of think it's kind of boring just to play through because there's only 48 available Pokemon. But some of them aren't evolved, but it's fine. Similar things happened in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. And also, fun fact, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, Bonslee's in it, kind of, before Gen 4. But yeah, it's very similar, but also, like, you couldn't trade with Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby and Sapphire until you got through, like, the first 6 badges and then did some, like, Sevi Island stuff. You couldn't trade between those games.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there's so many things.
There's so many lines.
There's so many things that were just stopping you.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
There's so many things that are stopping you from like renting a game to like complete your Pokedex, right? Like imagine you imagine you didn't play Pokemon at Coliseum or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Those were very good for accelerating. Well,
I can imagine it.
It was very easy for you to help finish your decks that way, your national decks. But you do require like pretty much every game outside of that to complete a national dex. You need Emerald, you need Ruby, you need Sapphire, you need Fire Red, you need Leaf Green. And then on top of that, you have to play Fire Red and Leaf Green at least one more time to get not just the 3rd starter, but also the 3rd legendary dog or beast. The 3rd legendary beast, because the legendary beast, you got 1 per save file of Fire Red, Leaf Green. And it was based on your starter. It was based on your starter choice.
Yeesh.
So you'd have to beat the whole game and then go get it. Yeah, crazy. It was very consumer friendly. /S. So yeah, it was a wild time to be a Pokemon fan.
Yeehaw.
I mean, it's a wild time to be a Pokemon fan now. Look at how
it's way more fun. It's way more fun to be a Pokemon fan now, I think.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I don't have anything else.
Nope.
I think we've talked about all of it.
We'll see how wrong we are in a few days.
Now.
I expect the presents to also have something that like I just didn't even think about in it.
Yeah.
Like I just like there's just gonna be something. They're gonna be like, hey, by the way, Thatch, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Sky and whatever remakes are happening. They come out next month, by the way. So have fun.
They're out now.
They're out now. Yeah. That could happen. I could see that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is everything from me, everything from these guys. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick it on over to Puckle's Poke Quiz. We're going to quiz your co-host on their insane Pokemon knowledge. We'll catch you guys on the flip flop.
Oh, hi, and welcome to the Poke Quiz, the part of the show where we quiz our co-hosts on their insane Pokemon knowledge. I'm Mark from the Dunsparce Gang, here to explain the rules. Our fabulous co-hosts will work as a team to answer 5 Pokemon-themed trivia questions that fans have submitted on the Discord server. Each question is worth 1 point, with Pokedex and multiple answer questions worth more, for a total of 7 points. The host can use a free hint at any time. If they get all the answers correct and do not use the hint, they can cash it in for an 8th point.
Welcome to our Poke Quiz. Thank you for that introduction. Before we get started, I do want to let people know that even though I joke about giving them a $25 gift card to Arby's, there is an actual prize and they're all aware of it.
Yes. It's a $30 gift card to
it's a $30 gift card to TJ Maxx. No, it's they do actually, like, the co-hosts do play for like for like a eShop gift card at the end. I don't tell them the amount because I don't know what the amount will be at the end of the year. It's whatever the budget is.
Depends on our points.
Depends on the budget. Depends on who wins it and how much I like them. Depends on who wins it and how much I like them. In my head, I have a tier list of co-hosts. And
/S.
No, but yeah, exactly. No, if if you go back and you listen to the episode last Christmas, I actually give at the end of every segment, each of them get like a different valuation of eShop card for participating. So even being in the top 4, they get an eShop card. Like everybody wins. Okay. This isn't meant to be cutthroat.
Time.
It's not meant to be cutthroat. It's meant to give you guys some entertainment. But with that, we're going to go have some entertainment. Woo! Professor Oak wants to remind you that it's time to Poke Quiz. And if you have questions, you can submit them over at our Discord at puclpodcast.com.
That's puclpodcast.com.
Okay. Apply directly to the forehead. Nobody understood that reference. Oh my gosh. All right. So, God, we're having too much fun today. All right. So your first question is your general trivia question.
Go.
This one is from Parlez-vous Illuminates, question mark. And their question is, which type is the most inaccurate? And by that, has the lowest accuracy percentage across all moves of its type.
Rock. Is that your
final
it took
answer?
Forever for 100% accurate rock to move to exist at all.
There we go. Yeah, I go with Seth here. I've never really looked at the accuracy.
I think it's that. Yeah.
Are you ready to move on? We're going to click it.
Final answer. Lock in.
Final answer. The answer is, in fact, rock. There are only 4 moves that actually have 100% accuracy.
Yeah. I didn't know if like
that would also have been my
move.
answer if had I not written down this trivia question this morning. If somebody asked me this, I'd be like, yeah, it's rock, because rock has like one move. It has like one move at 100%.
What
it's
are
like
the
SmackDown.
100% ones? Like
one of them SmackDown.
Storm?
I think one SmackDown. But I would just be like,
aren't a lot.
The fact that I can't keep going and I could do this for any other type, that's what's telling. So, all right, that's 1 for 1. You guys are on to your next question. Your next question is from email master Tamal. And Tamal asks, in the Generation 1 and 3 Kanto games, what games does the copycat in Saffron City have on her TV?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I apologize in advance for these questions. They're like really hard this week.
No.
They are very hard this week.
What games does the copycat have on her TV?
I can tell you what year. It was 2004 in the US, probably 2003 in Japan when they originally came out.
Deal or
But
no
what was
deal
the version
island.
again? Sorry.
Copycat. This is in it's both in the original and in the remakes.
Okay. It was different for each one, though.
No.
I don't think it was based on the question.
No, it wasn't.
So what's something that they had on TV?
It's a game. It's a game.
It's a game, like a video game?
Yes.
Not like a game show TV. That would be really weird.
No, it's Jeopardy's on the TV.
Jeopardy.
Alex
American
Trebek.
Jeopardy.
Alex Trebek.
Yeah. Gosh.
Wow. This is I'm
Would it-
taking
yes.
back with this question.
No, I'm not gonna give a hint or people will rage
No.
at me. But yeah.
I have no idea. Like, I think it would be some Super Nintendo. I feel like it would be an in-franchise just game reference.
That's what I would say, but if it's in the originals, it can't be.
There's
like,
not a lot of
Stadium.
franchise to reference.
Right.
Yeah. Is it just copycat? What's a copycat? Like, what? I feel like it's related to her too. Like, is it?
Is it Digimon? Dunk.
Is it Digimon?
It's Digimon World on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I
have no clue.
no.
Is
In
it
the
like
Nintendo game.
Bingo?
in the
I
90s.
don't know.
The problem is that I feel I played
Sonic
Leaf
the
not too long
Hedgehog.
ago, and I do not recall. Like I talked to everything, and I do not recall what was that. What game? What game? What game? Could it be a Mario game, a Zelda game, a Kirby game?
I don't think they have a specific title for the game. It's probably just a franchise. So it'd be notable enough as a franchise.
Pong. The Tetris franchise.
What do you guys want to go with?
I I'm good with anything. I have nothing, Jushiro.
I have nothing
So
either.
I'm gonna say bingo, a virtual bingo.
Okay.
Lock
yeah.
in. Final answer. I'll take my
Okay.
million, Regis.
Okay. I'll take my million. Hey, Dad, I wanted to call you to let you know I won $1 million.
I have my dad on the phone right now.
It was a Mario game with Wario in it as well, because he was copying Mario.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's very funny.
Yep.
And I hate it.
You guys are 1 for 2. Your next question's your Pokedex entry as always.
You plumb done got us.
I just got you. And the name of this person, I'm going to try to say. It is on screen for those of you on video, literally as it was given to me. But I'm pretty sure it's a sentence. Ain't no
Nice.
moral high enough. On the Discord server. And the first entry is from Pokemon White.
Ain't no earthworm low enough.
They paralyze prey with poison, then drag them down to lairs 5 miles below the surface.
What?
Who's that Pokemon?
That could fit a lot. So it
Paralyzed
They
poison, dragged to the
Yeah.
lowers.
2
5
layers
miles below the surface.
below the surface.
Wow. That's a tunneling venomous thing
From Pokemon White.
from White.
That's what the entry's from.
Ooh, is it oh my god, the normal with a drill in its tail. Oh, I forgot its name. The Dunsparce or Dunsparce.
Dunsparce? Regular Dunsparce? I don't think they have poison.
I feel like they learned poison and they've mentioned something about it being poison, but it not being poison type.
Okay.
But
I'm not recalling that, but it could be.
Okay, then that's fine.
5 miles below?
5
NS
miles
poison.
below the surface.
That's pretty deep.
That is deep.
Poison and then
That's a long trip. Like, imagine walking 5 miles.
With your
To
food,
eat dinner.
it's just like 2 hours. It's like a
And
2 hour
it's like-
walk.
Wait, what about Trapinch? No?
I don't think they do poison. They just do trap. They just do sand pit.
Right. I don't know why it gives me Pokemon that learns poison sting, but it's not poison.
I know, yeah.
It's what's giving me.
I'm kind of good going Dunsparce and getting the second entry here, even though it's White. Like from White, it may not be in there. It may have an entry.
It has an entry for White. White has an entry for everything prior to it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the new days where things are just flat out missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm kind of good saying Dunsparce and just getting the next one.
Okay, yeah, me too.
YOLO, Dunsparce.
All right. Well, your second entry is going to be from Pokemon Ultra Moon.
We could still technically be right. We'll find out.
You could be, yeah. Using the invisible poison spikes on its veil-like arms and legs, it paralyzes its enemies and causes them to drown.
What?
Now it.
Wait,
now
5
it's
miles
in the
below the
water?
surface of what? Is it
So it's
like
water.
Using the invisible
a-
poison spikes on its veil-like arms and legs.
It's a jellyfish. I think I'm getting frillish now. I was thinking 5 miles below the surface of like the earth, not of
Me
the
too.
water.
Yeah, that's why I said Dunsparce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Freelish or But they
Jellicent or
float
Frillish?
though. Do they go in the bottom?
I think
I've
they
always
could.
known them to be surface Pokemon. The Freelish and
That's fair.
like water surface.
I don't know.
A
I
reminder
don't
that
know.
if you give me a full line, I will just accept it, even if you're close.
Yeah. So I mean, either of them are fine, but
Yeah.
it's the question of if that's even
It's just
the correct
because
one.
sometimes people get really caught up in is it Jellison or is it
Right.
Frillish? Is it Jellison or is it Frillish? And I'm just like, give me the
Yeah.
answer.
And good for the
Just-
audience to remember as well. That's pucklediscord.com.
Yes, it's
But
Puckle
I
Discord.
kind of-
Apply directly to the forehead.
I like Frillish Jellison. I can't
Okay,
think of
yeah,
any other
let's do it.
jellyfish
Me either.
because it would be jellyfish.
Yeah.
Because
You're going with-
tentacruel, no.
Okay, are we locking in Frillish?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is correct. The answer is Frillish. It is Frillish. All right, you guys are 2 for 3. There are 4 answers to this next question. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you the chance to make up all those points you lost. And you get 1 point for each answer. You got 3 strikes, then you're out. You got to lock everything in. This question is from Toganik over on the Discord. From generations 1 through 3, badges offered a boost to certain stats.
No.
Which badges boosted which stats in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald?
Oh no. Oh.
Repeat it one more time, please.
From generations 1 to 3, badges offered a boost to certain stats. Which badges boosted which stats in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald?
Okay. So I feel like Mauville's badge, whichever one that is speed. Because electric.
You want to lock it? I don't need the name. It's fine. I'll give you the name because I don't expect you to remember the name.
Yeah.
If you want to lock in Mauville City's badge and speed,
Mauville City's badge speed.
I will accept that as a submission. That is actually correct.
Yay!
That is actually correct. The Dynamo badge that you earned from Watson does give you speed.
I kept wanting to say Volkner, and I'm like, that's not right.
I know it's his name because we named my cat after him.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Any thought for you, Jushiro, while I'm panic thinking?
That is one, though. That
panic
is one.
thinking as
That is
well.
1 point.
There's
only 7 more badges.
There's only 7 more badges, and only 3 more of them actually. Well, not 7. Yeah.
And only 3 more of them, and only 3 more of them do a thing. Yeah.
I feel
there
like
one that-
Roxanne's gave defense.
That's what I'm really doing. I'm taking a type and seeing what stat it relates to.
Yeah.
I would go with that rock and defense.
That is unfortunately incorrect. The stone badge at Roxanne does not give you defense, but it does give you something else. I'll give you that free little hint.
Okay.
Just so
What's
you
the
don't
other
like
one that it
not
gives?
think
It's
about
not speed.
don't think about it, but
I
it's
guess
not
maybe
speed.
attack.
You're done with speed.
Yeah. I mean, any of the other 3 stats. Because it can't be HP. We know that.
No,
Yeah.
it's not HP.
So it's either special defense, attack. That's it, right? No, special attack.
And special attack.
Rock
I
back to boost special attack.
I will say that one of these badges does give you 2 stats at the same time.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 5 stats, but only 4 badges they give them.
Cool.
And you're gonna
okay.
kick yourself when you realize which badges they are. I'll explain it at the end.
Am I? I'm so
Yeah.
excited. I'm gonna say attack for Roxanne.
Attack for Roxanne is correct. That is
Okay.
2. There are 2 more
Phew.
badges. There
Yeah.
are 2 more badges
Okay.
and 2 strikes left.
Wallace's, I feel like, would probably boost both. Oh wait, no, it's the twins, isn't it? It's the twins. The twins do one. Probably special attack, special defense from the twins.
The twins. That sounds great to me.
That is correct. The Mind badge from Tate and Lisa boosts special attack and special defense. That is 3.
Okay. So now it's defense. What other badges are there? There's Flying Lady. There's
Steel?
Fire
Is there
Lady.
steel?
Is there a Steel guy? No, that's Steven. He's in the Elite Four.
Okay.
Well, champion. So we're looking for defense. I'm walking through Hoenn right now. Brawly exists. He's on his little cave island.
Cave island. It's a little cave island.
Tell me I'm
mart.
wrong.
Doesn't even have a mart.
So there's Brawly, there's Flannery, there's Winona. 1, 2, 3. There's Wallace. No Grommet though.
That's a good joke. I would laugh more.
You're welcome.
That's a good joke. I drop a lot of those jokes that people miss, and then I get like an email or a DM, and people are just like, "That was funny." Actually, though, nobody laughed.
Who am I missing? Who's the?
You are missing one.
I am missing one.
Yeah, you said 7 gym leaders.
Yeah. Who the heck am I missing?
I can't believe you're missing it. Okay.
I can't believe it either. Walking through.
Is there a bird one?
Up there, you go down.
He
there.
said Winona.
Flying...
He said
Winona, the flying lady. 1, 2. Oh, your dad.
Normal.
So I think defense, it would be between Brawly and your dad, Norman. Of those, I think it's probably Norman. Because Brawly into Roxanne feels like a lot too quick. It kind of seems like it's almost every other one.
Right.
Ish.
Are you locking that in?
Yeah, Norman defense.
Norman defense is correct. The balance badge gives you defense, and you figured out the pattern.
Yeah,
it is every other gym. You get one.
Yeah.
The first badge, the third badge, the 5th badge, and the 7th badge all give you a boost.
Woo!
In different stats. Yeah. All right. That gave you 4 points. So you're at 6 for 4. Your last question's your base stat question as always. You can't turn in the hint, by the way. You're already done.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go ahead and give you this last question, your base stat question. This is from Small of Oil on the Discord. Small of Oil asks, which normal type Pokemon has the lowest base stat total?
Ooh, you got me. Okay. Normal lowest BST.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts, Jushiro?
You do have the hint, by the way. Unless you want to just like not use it and for pride.
What Pokemon are known for being extremely weak? Being a normal type.
I suppose we might as well cash in the hint. I'm fine with not being prideful.
Right.
This Pokemon evolves twice, and does not share the normal typing with any of its evolutions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna tell you it's a normal fairy type, but I feel like that would just confuse you even more.
Yeah. Thoughts, Jushiro? I know the answer. I'm curious if you do.
I know the answer too. Yeah, it's a Suru.
Yes.
Yeah.
Azurill is what you're going with?
Yes.
Yeah, don't make me doubt it.
Azurill is the correct answer. Azurill has a base stat total of 190. This is followed up by Igglybuff at 210. Once again by Sentret at 215. And then Happiny at 220. Poor Sentret.
Oh, I guess Happiny has that HP stat skew.
Yeah, it does. It has the HP stat. But yeah, that gives you guys a total of, I guess, 7 points, right? Something like that. I need to get my leaderboard up. Oh yeah, 20. That's how that works. I always give more than 10 points. I forgot about that. I forgot that that's normal. I usually give more than.
Dang it, failed that charisma roll.
Yeah, I typically give that many points if I recall. You're correct. Roll deception. 68 for you. Wow, you guys are just rocking and rolling it over here. All right, we are in a race to the end of the year for everybody who's unaware. The end of November, we're gonna rack and stack who's in the top 4. So this is still very much anybody's game. I know the point spread looks disgusting, but it literally just takes like somebody being on the show X number of times to like really change it. And that is very possible for it to happen at any point. Also, Claude likes to be on the show a lot because he does a lot of plays and musicals, and he will disappear on us for like 4 months when he does so. So he's very far ahead because he's trying to compensate.
That's very true.
So currently in first place, we have Seth Vilo with 68 points, followed up by Claude 9 with 65 points. In third place, we've got Jushiro with 58 points. In fourth place, we have our Sigma with 55 points. These are our current top 4 going for the Tournament of the Champions for the eShop gift cards, not just an Arby's gift card. The Arby's gift card is always an option, though, if they want that.
The Arby's eShop gift card.
The eShop gift card brought to you by Arby's. And in fifth place, we have Sublime with 43. In sixth place, Linian with 37. In seventh place, Whimsicott with 35. In eighth place, Shark Finnegan with 32. Ninth place, Bocephus with 25. And with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick it on over to our Puckle's Pokey Opinion. So we will go on over there and we will catch you on the flip-flop. Welcome to Puckle's Pokey Opinion, where we typically go to the Discord and we see what you guys have brought up as questions that we should talk about. And I actually really like this one. I think this is a fun discussion this week. This one's from Squid on the Discord. And the question is, what is a misconception you've had about the games for way too long? And an example that Squid uses is for him not being able to fully read big words. He believed that submission and substitute were the same move growing up with a 50-50 chance to deal damage and do nothing else. I think another classic example of this is a lot of us going, oh, that move doesn't deal damage. It's a bad move. Right. Like, I think we all went through that as a kid.
For sure. Yeah. A rite of passage, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I could say so I can tell this story. I've told it, I think, a couple times on the podcast, but maybe it's been like 4 or 5 years since I've done it. But like, growing up, I didn't know how to catch Pokemon. I had no idea. I didn't understand how the game worked. And like my first couple playthroughs, I didn't understand saving. I didn't understand anything, man. I was an 8-year-old, maybe a 7-year-old who didn't know what they were doing. And oh man, yeah. So I just had this conception that like you just couldn't catch Pokemon. They just like existed in the wild. And you couldn't do anything
this
about
is
it.
kind of cool to look at. Wow.
I just thought they existed. And like they even had like the little guy teach you, like the old man teach you how to catch a Pokemon in Red and Blue. And I was like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how you do it. I can buy Pokeballs. I don't know how it does it. And like it was just literally me being like, if we ever wanted a sign that early me had ADHD, it was then. Because like I just wasn't paying attention
to do something. Therefore, I don't want it.
I wasn't paying attention to the like tutorial on how to catch Pokemon. Yeah. Where he like clearly goes to the item menu, hits it, and picks a Pokeball.
This is boring. I'm not even playing. This is stupid.
I'm not even playing the game. Why would I pay attention? Why would I watch him play the game? Right.
Right.
I was very bad about that. It was very early. Like it was like a day or two, and I figured it was back when you were a kid, and like I don't know. I remember playing it. I was outside playing around on my Razor scooter.
Right. Yeah. We all have weird things that we did back in the day because we didn't understand the game.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say we all had Razor scooters, which I think we did.
I still have one. I used it to get around my college campus.
That I've seen.
It's a rollerblader guy.
And then people started doing it. I saw them come up after I started doing mine. And I was like, yeah, I'm an influencer, baby.
I did in grad school. I did in grad school buy a $15 one and keep it in my trunk of my car.
Yeah.
Because parking was so far away from my building. That instead of walking the mile to my building, I would just pull out my Razor scooter and scoot to my office.
Yep, you bet.
But yeah.
Love it.
It was a good time. But what about you guys? Did you guys have anything that like you really?
I've got a really stupid one from when I was really little.
That's perfect. That's what they all are. None of them are smart.
A really stupid one, and I feel so dumb bringing this up every once in a while.
Do it.
When I first got the game, the game, 1990 whatever, blue version, I was in 3rd grade. I know that for a fact because I remember talking about this problem with my friend on the school bus, and I did not know how to exit the house.
Yes. Perfect. No, it's not clear though. To be fair, it's not clear.
To a 3rd grader, I did not know that thing on the wall edge was a carpet to go out. And I guess I never walked past it and never saw the arrow or whatever pop up.
Well, I don't think there was an arrow in Gen 1. In Gen 1, there wasn't an arrow. I think that was a Gen 2, Gen 3 edition.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I never made that connection. And the guy looked at me like I had told him the sky was purple. And he's like, you walk out the door, dude. Like, what do you mean? What door? What are you talking about? You sound crazy right now.
It's more amazing to me that you were trapped in such a small location.
In my house.
And you didn't think about just like bumping up against the walls.
In the starting house.
In the starting house. Like you're just like, what if I bump into the wall?
It was like one of my first video games though, like being real.
No,
I was used to clickers like putt and things like that from Humongous or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know to walk to the side of the wall. I didn't know how to get out.
I think for a lot of us, it was our like first RPG, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think by the time if you were like a Final Fantasy person, because Final Fantasy is the thing I can think of as like the closest, like the OG Final Fantasy, is the closest to like how this game operates. Like that game is unintuitive. Let me tell you about an unintuitive game. It's Final Fantasy, the original. But it's I've been Magic the Gathering made me play them all. All the ones. I've never played Final Fantasy before in my life, and I was just like, I want to learn. I want to know what's going on here. But it's very like those buttons are unintuitive in Final Fantasy 1. It's terrible. But that's a good one. That's a good one. What about you, Jushiro? Anything that you
from a different age bracket than you
You're
guys.
a little older.
So
You're a little older.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm a little older, so I already understood RPG. So I don't have a funny story like that. What I did do is that I fell for every conspiracy theory.
Yes.
That the game
Tell
had.
me. Tell me. Give it to me.
I searched for that Mew under that truck.
Okay.
Way too many hours, bro.
Good try.
Way too many hours.
How many times did you beat the Elite Four to get the Pokegods?
Yeah.
Several times. Yeah.
This is like pre-internet. This is pre-internet.
The evolution of Mewtwo, Mew 3.
Yeah.
All of it. I was destined to find it all, and I guess that's due to it being like I guess it was my first collection game, right?
Yeah,
it's like collect
that's
them
fair.
all.
How old were you? You're not that much older than us. You were probably
already,
like
I was
13.
in my tweens, I think.
Yeah, you were like 13-ish, right? That makes sense.
So I already had like a good concept of how video games. I had a Game Boy since forever and all the consoles. But it was more about like, I believe like all the crazy stuff that this game is hiding from me, and I need to search them. So that's where really I lost many of my time.
Yeah, pre like internet. Well, the internet existed at the time, but not widespread.
Yeah, no. I had dial-up at home,
and even then, like early internet would still spread this, right? Like, it was still the equivalent of playground rumors.
Especially since
there was no Cerebi.
No.
And the problem was that the Missignal trick was real. And I learned the Missignal trick through
that
online.
Would work. And it's like, surely the others
real. Exactly.
No, right though.
So it was like, if Missignal works, every other conspiracy theory needs to work.
You have to lace your lies with just enough truth to make it sound like it could be real. That's a common trick.
What's bonkers to me is that with all of the glitches and all of like the crazy things we were doing in those games, it blows my mind that it took 10 years for us to figure out like the Mew trick, like the real Mew glitch.
Right.
Like the fact that it took us so
10
long.
I feel it was even longer than that.
It was a very long time. It was at least 10. It was a very long time until we found out the Mew trick where you like teleport away from a trainer and then you walk to a specific place and you can encounter a Mew. Like that, it's kind of nuts when you think about it. It's very detailed. It's a very detailed hack. I mean, the same could be said almost for RNGing red and blue.
Right.
Because you can like do the RNG manipulations.
Was it a glitch? The Mew one, was it a glitch or is it purposeful?
It is a glitch. It is a glitch. It's 100% because the way it works is there's something in the code. I forget what it is. It changes your encounter value or something if you're about to be in a fight with a trainer of a certain Pokemon. And when you teleport away, you still have that in the code. And when you walk to a specific, it's like 2 places in Kanto, it triggers an encounter. And that encounter is always Mew with that Pokemon. If you were, you could encounter not Mew this way as well, I believe. But it's typically used to get Mew. That Mew is legal to Pokemon Bank, by the way. You can do the glitch in the virtual console and send it to Pokemon Bank.
Love it.
It's very cute.
They're like, at this point, whatever.
It's fine. They're just like, yeah, I guess you can do it. It's fine. Let them have it. But yes. Oh man, that's good. But yeah, maybe you at home have like interesting thing. I'm sure you do, and they're far more interesting than us. But
Swords Dance is stupid.
Swords Dance is dumb. I didn't want to play with that. I do have the if we're gonna talk about like when this isn't maybe a misconception, I want to just tell this story since we're just telling stories about the good old days. But I remember, so I was in like an after school program run by my school. So like you just like hang out. They give you like a snack or something, and then like you just hang out, and you can go do homework. And if you don't have any homework to do, you can just go play outside. You know, right? It's just like 2 hours of recess until your parents come pick you up. And I remember we'd play Pokemon, obviously. And I remember I had worked out some trades. Some kid had some like level 100 Dragonite with like Ice Beam, Surf, Thunderbolt, and something else. And I just thought it was the coolest Pokemon. And they gave it to me. They were like super chill about it. They gave me this Pokemon. 8-year-old me super happy about this Dragonite. And so somebody's like, oh, hey, could I borrow your Dragonite to do this thing in the game? And I was like, sure, just give it back to me like before I go home. And then I gave it to them, and then they refused to give it back, and I never got that Dragonite back. So my misconception was believing I had friends.
Yikes.
Hashtag yikes. No, it was just that kid. I mean, there were a lot of kids like that back then, right?
Yeah.
And so I was just trying to help him out and be like, yeah, I just like my Dragonite back. I just think it's like one of the coolest Pokemon I've ever had. And he's just like, yeah, how about no? How about no?
Charisma roll stole your Pokemon.
Stole my Pokemon. So I learned never to trade with him again.
I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate recently. Can you tell?
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys can let us know if you have any misconceptions about that you had about Pokemon and you've changed now. But I'd love to hear them. Send those in, puclpodcast@gmail.com. Of course, you can also do the topic, which is probably more fun to talk about. But yeah, with that, we're going to go ahead, guys, and wrap up our show with the mailbag. We'll catch you on the flip flop. Welcome to the mailbag. The mailbag is the part of the show where you email us at puclpodcast@gmail.com, and we go ahead and
puclpodcast@gmail.com.
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 And you let us know what your thoughts were for the topic beforehand. Man, nobody's going to understand the apply the directly to the forehead thing. Man,
I think a lot more will than you think.
But I'm so upset. I hope that joke lands. That's all I'm hoping.
I think it will. It'll give some people a headache, which, whoa.
All right. But yeah, you can email us there. And then of course, if you have a good email and we like it, what you read, and it inspires a lot of discussion between us, we'll give you the Green Toros badge, because this segment is brought to you by Green Toros, the energy drink that gives you hooves.
That's give hooves.
That's give hooves. HOOVES.
Text gives hooves too. No.
Yeah. Oh man, it's like how there's my phone number exists in an episode somewhere.
Oh no, yeah.
And I occasionally somebody will like follow up with the joke that it was associated with it, and like it comes in eventually. It comes in. It used to be like once. It used to be like once a year, but now it's like become much less frequent. Which is great. Which is great. But when it does happen, I go, Yeah, I feel appreciated. Okay. Well, we've got a couple emails this week, all from like people that we usually don't get emails from. So I'm actually really excited.
Nice.
These are like all people who are typical mailbaggers. So our first email is going to be from Captain Spatch. He's going to take over the podcast from you one day. Trainer Thatch to Captain Spatch. I feel like it works. I feel like it works. It's going to be, it's like how I like to imagine the names are so similar. It's kind of like Indiana Jones putting the bag of sand on the pillar with the golden idol. And nobody will notice.
Marry someone who has the same first letter of their last name as you so that you don't have to get everything re-embroidered.
There you go. Perfect. Pro tips all around, gang. All right. We have too much fun here at the Puckle Podcast. Hi, Puckle peeps. Captain Spatch back again. Want to apologize as I've taken a little siesta from the Discord, personal life and such, you know. But enough of that. I'm here to let you know about Pokemon that I think need some love. That's the important thing. That's what we want you to know. That's what we talked about last week. I want to know what you think. Number 1, Skarmory, everyone's favorite Gen 3 mon. Haha, I got it. It's a Gen 2 mon, but everything thinks it's from Gen 3. With the introduction of Corviknight, Skarmory has been even more forgotten. I'm going to disagree. I think it can use a buff in speed considering its entry states that it looks heavy, but it can fly really fast. That would actually be really cool. Well, the other idea I had, it could be a regional form of Skarmory where it loses some of its armor and gains speed and attacks.
Ooh, does the whole sword feather thing.
I would like to push back that it's been forgotten. I don't think it's been forgotten with the advent of Corviknight. I think it's still it's different. They're both very relevant still.
It's more specialized.
It's actually really good in Great League and Pokemon Go. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Jushiro. It's really good in Pokemon Go. Nobody listens to this part of the show, so people still think I hate Pokemon Go, but that's okay. All right. So number 2. Torkoal. Since Pokemon dropped the ball on making Colossal Latrain, let's make Torkoal one. Okay, I'm not mad about that. Let's make Torkoal a train. A turtle train? I'm here for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. It's just another Kecleon. It's just another mono normal single stage dex filler mon, but there's potential for so much more. Maybe an Evo where it gets an ability where it can change its typing from eating a berry or something. I'll let you decide. The Chameleon is just too cool to not have something to do. I just wish it wasn't normal type. I feel like any other type would be interesting, but color change is really cool. I think it's a really cool gimmick. And it's very cute. Now they should make the shiny the purple Kecleon and not just blue striped Kecleon. That they should change that.
From the Mystery Dungeon?
Yeah. Well, no. So it was before Mystery Dungeon. The original advent of Kecleon, for the uninitiated, unaware, the people who aren't Pokemon super fans like myself, there is an episode in the Johto anime long before they got to the Silver Conference where like we get Blaziken and a bunch of Gen 3 mons. There's an episode where they're like on a hot air balloon with a couple of Kecleon. And I want to say it's after Olivine City or something like that. And they're just like, these are some Pokemon you've never seen before because the anime used to do. And so there's a purple one and the green one, and they called them Greeny and Purpley, which are terrible names, but it was very funny. And I think
especially for a Pokemon that changes.
Are you sure it's not Reddy and Greeny?
Oh no, it was Reddy. It was Reddy and Greeny. That's right. You're right.
Ran and looked it up real fast. Reddy and Greeny.
Reddy and Greeny. Yeah. That's where it came from. And then because I think the original idea was Kecleon was going to at least have those like 2 colors. And then they put them in Mystery Dungeon, and they developed Mystery Dungeon before they developed the final version of Kecleon for oh my gosh, what is
Ruby
it?
Sapphire?
Ruby Sapphire, yeah. Which is upsetting. I do wish the shiny Kecleon was just purple Kecleon. Like we could retcon
color
that.
Palettes all over the place too. Like I'm looking at.
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking at the anime one. That one's weird. I'm looking at the other things, like some of them have blue lines instead of yellow lines for like the eye and the frill and things like that. It's palettes, but I mean, it is a color changing thing. Maybe that one just likes that color. It's not the shiny form. It just likes purple. Who knows?
No, it was very interesting.
Pokemon. Anyway.
No, it's like, no. Let me, yeah. All right. Bombardier. Cool.
Ooh.
It's a stork. Seems like they could have given it an evolution to match Watch Roll / Kilowatch Roll and make them dueling albatrosses in the sky. Evo could draw inspiration from a B-52 bomber plane. I think Bombardier is cool as is. I see it more as a corollary to Delmise than anything else.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
it is just Delmise. It is just Delmise.
Yeah.
Delmise is a grass ghost type with an ability that gives a steel stab and a steel type move. Bombardier is a dark flying type that has an ability that gives it rock stab as well.
Doesn't it have a signature move too?
It does. And so Bombardier is fine. I think Bombardier is beautiful.
Rocky payload. No, that's the ability.
But yeah, it's fine. It's a good Pokemon. I like it.
Does it have a signature move?
Maybe it doesn't. I don't care. It's fine. It still gets to use rock moves super effectively.
Yeah.
That's super cool. And dark flying is actually like a really good type. Like you look at Murkrow, the success of Murkrow, you look at the success of
Yveltal.
Okay, a little bit less, but you look at the there's another dark flying type, Mandibuzz. You look at Mandibuzz.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions: Jinx, Ariados, Durant, Klefki, and Pan/Zap. Stop it! If we all keep talking about it, we're gonna wish it into existence, and nobody wants that. Okay.
No, if we keep talking about it, they'll undo the design they already have laid out for it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That's
Dude,
what's happening.
If Panzap ever happens, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm going to be sad because at that point they're listening to me, right? Like they're just listening to me.
That's
we still haven't gotten Pokemon crafting?
I'm just like, can you at least send me an Elite Trainer box? You know, like,
yeah.
Also
Funny.
from the Pokey opinion, the perfect starting vibe for a basketball team, humanoid only, point guard, Ambipom, shooting guard, Inteleon, small forward, Blaziken, power forward, Rillaboom, center, Hariyama. That's it for now. Stay cool, Captain Spatch.
Love it.
Oh, I love it. Every minute. All right. This next email, I believe, is from Cumulonimbus Altaria. What a name.
Love it.
Cumulus Nimbus Altaria. All right. Well, you got this one, Seth. You get to talk about them.
Hello, Puckalonians. This might be my first email, I'm unsure. But it's a topic I think about a lot anyways when I get bored and had lots of time coming up with specific ideas on a car ride. Number 1. You already mentioned Love Disc, but I propose it in combination with regular Corsola. Those two have a relationship mentioned in the Pokedex, which describes Love Disc building nests in the branches of Corsola. Therefore, I imagine an evolution method similar to Mantike and Remoraid, where both are needed in the party. Love Disc building such nests probably indicates great health of Corsola's coral, so it could evolve into a bigger coral reef. It would be a slow but bulky tank, remaining a rock water type, but with a new ability focused on healing itself and its ally.
I'm here for it.
Love Disc in turn could... Go ahead.
I would say would be Fairy Rock.
That's a good idea.
I'm also
Fairy
into
Rock
that.
Would be fun.
I'm into that. I even like Fairy Water or something. I don't know. It's just really cool to give Corsola itself something and not just Galarian Corsola.
Yeah. Love Disc in turn could find its mate in the expanded reef and evolve into Tandasmooch, which is just two Love Disc kissing and gaining the fairy type with maybe some similar smaller hearts scales floating around. That's
I agree
cute.
with this. No. This has already been shown in the anime that they can kiss and then they fly away like butterflies.
That's cute.
It's very adorable.
Okay, number 2, Sunflora. It's such a nostalgic Pokemon for me and a staple in most Johto playthroughs despite being very underwhelming. It desperately needs some attention. My idea would be a split evolution through receiving either a Leaf Stone or Firestone. I believe we never had a Pokemon that evolves twice by using a classical evolution stone, so it would be at least a upgrade. Via Leaf
I don't think
Stone,
we have. That's cool actually. Yeah, Pokemon because the one I think about all the time that's like this is Porygon, where it's like the one Pokemon that evolves twice by being traded with the held item.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there is some sort of precedent for this.
I would love to have a Pokemon evolve twice with Evolution Stone.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Well,
no, I would love it. I would love it.
There's something sticking in my head. I don't know. Anyway, via Leaf Stone, you'd get a tall-grown sunflower Pokemon with the grass fire type, maybe having a new ability interacting with the sun or weather in general. Using a Fire Stone, you'd get a fire grass type. Not grass fire, fire grass. That's
Fire
funny.
grass.
Which is a dried out or burned sunflower learning a bunch of ghost moves or having an ability turning its grass moves into ghost stab.
Well, that's an interesting. I actually really like this.
Yeah, that's a twist.
I actually really like this
kind of
Pokemon.
fun.
I actually really like that. That's the best. That's one of the better Pokemon designs we've been mentioned to before. I think
Yeah.
that's a good one.
And number 3, Scovillain. I like its design, and it's not terrible, but the first fire grass type line should have been better. To get real wacky, how about a third evolution that's also a convergent form of Hydreigon? So
No.
the red and green heads
No.
turn into hands, while it sprouts a yellow bell pepper as the main head. It keeps a pair of legs, though, so you have those weird green fake Hydreigons walking about. A reason for the evolution or adaptation, I guess Scovillain saw Hydreigon be much more villainous than itself and had to mimic its behavior.
The lore sold me on it. The lore
so
sold
funny.
me on it.
Give it a pseudo-legendary stats, and it should be quite strong. Additionally, there should be more Pokemon mixing the 3 starter types anyway. Quick honorable
agree.
mentions, Xatu, Noctowl, Dustox, and Beautifly. Thanks for the great show. Cumulonimbus Altaria. Post note, I had to come up with something. It's raining as I type this. Altaria is my favorite, and if this gets picked, I'd love to hear one of the hosts struggle with the name. So, we did good, I think.
Cumulonimbus? That's like a normal thing to say.
Cumulonimbus Altaria.
Yeah.
My brother's
Love
a
it.
weatherman, so I understand. All right. Our last email this week is from Tree Boy. I imagine-
And he says,
Go
"Hello, my
ahead.
puckle fellers and sorry,
No, it's fine. It's fine. Go, do it. You're doing it.
Tree Boy here to give my totally unbiased opinion on this week's mailbag question. What Pokemon needs a buff to improve it? Well, I don't think this Pokemon needs a buff as much as the others. Of some others, it definitely needs one to keep up with its homies. That would be Sceptile, everyone's favorite Christmas tree lizard. And well, he had a buff in the form of the Mega, but they took that away from him.
Time out.
What?
I just want to take a moment to appreciate the branding of this emailer. His name being Tree Boy and recommending Sceptiles.
Sceptile needs.
But I
love
digress. I digress.
Right. Hear me out. Blaziken has an amazing hitting ability and amazing offensive stats that keep up with the
I
above
see where this is
average
going.
offensive bat typing, along with a hitting ability that makes it dangerous sweeper. Its Mega keeps that ability. Swampert, while not as inherently broken, still has more than enough tools like Stealth Rock and Stab Earthquake to get it to help it get by, and its Mega gets an ability to make an S rank threat in the rain. When did Sceptile get? 85 and 105 offenses. Only single typing on the tree, and the ability that doubles its speed, which is already its only good stat at 120, which to be fair is a very good speed stat. So its ability basically makes it faster when it's already outspeeding most things anyway. And its Mega, well, at least it got its coveted dual grass dragon typing. And guess what? Remember how the other 2 starters got abilities that made them dangerous threats on the conditions? Let's look at that Mega Sceptile got. Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod. They give Mega Sceptile an immunity to a type it already is 4 times resistant.
This man has beef, okay?
Yeah.
There is
Game
beef.
Freak. Game Freak, why have you forsaken this absolute legend? The one that took down the Darkrai, that was Ash's ace through a Hoenn, suffered heartbreak at the hands of Bailey, and went ban for ban with the Ash Greninja. I think Sceptile deserves so much better. And what would I give it? First of all, a better ability. While it's a special attacker, I think Sharpness is a good fit for the least base Sceptile thematically,
That's
considering
true.
its design and that the fact that Leaf Blade used to be its signature move. As for the Mega
true.
Goat, assuming it never comes back in the main game abilities, as I believe abilities will not be present or at least heavily modified in CA.
They will at least
I
be in
think-
Pokemon Champions, though. They will at least be in Pokemon
Right.
Champions.
Right. I think an ability like Protean makes sense, as geckos can camouflage.
Tree Boy
Okay.
would know.
Maybe
Tree Boy
even
would
change its stats. Either make it an attack usable or make the special attack slightly above decent.
Okay.
Signing off, Tree Boy.
Well, thank you for that. Is there anybody we wanna give the Green Tauros badge to? I don't think any of these guys have them.
Boy. Yeah.
Tree Boy was good. Tree Boy was good. I think all
I
three of
liked
them
them
were
all.
very good.
They were very good.
They were
Yeah.
all very good. But we can only give one. We have to be good. We can't.
Okay.
We can't be
fine.
generous. We can't
How
be
dare
good
we.
people. We can't do that. Not enough flip flops.
Not enough flip flops.
I think Tree Boy. Let's do Tree Boy. Tree Boy
Tree Boy it is.
had beef, and we have
Yeah.
to recognize
Yeah.
that.
It's thematic beef.
Yeah.
Thematic beef at that. Yeah, we have to recognize. So Tree Boy, you get the Green Tauros badge. Come on over to the
Commit to
Discord.
the bit.
The Discord is at puclpodcast.com.
That's pucklediscord.com.
All right. And if you want to email us next week and let us know what you think might be in that Pokemon Presents, let us know at puclpodcast@gmail.com. You can, of course, also let us know about the Poke opinion as well, but I think this is more exciting. If you want to keep up with us throughout the week, you can follow up with us at Discord at puclediscord.com. You can also follow us over at social media at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the other one that we do. Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Blue Sky, that's it. Additionally, you can also go ahead and follow us over on our streaming services over at twitch.tv/thepuclpodcast. I'll be there Wednesday, as well as youtube.com/puclpodcast. If you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe or follow at both of those platforms. It helps us out. Finally, if you want to help support the show, you can do so over at patreon.com/puclpodcast. And yeah, we really appreciate any support you can give us. But if not, the most support you can give us is just listening to the show and hanging out. With that, though, guys, I have been your host, Trainer Thatch.
That's been
Some
Seth
say I've
Vilo.
been
That's been
Shiro.
Seth Vilo.
Some say I've been Jushiro.
And here in the Lavender Town Radio Tower, it's closing time.